perform an original slam poem. Woo! It is a true story about me, told without embellishment or exaggeration. And this is for everybody here, all of my many friends with disabilities, like myself, both visible and invisible.
Yes!
Yo. And I will understand if some of you do not want to stick around for the performance, because it depicts medical trauma. And that is my content warning.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm Dr. Devin Guthrie, and this is Needle Edge Angels. Excerpt from a Yelp review of the Mayo Clinic, Jacksonville, Florida. When I hobbled into the Mayo Clinic, there was no sign that read, "Abandon Hope." Instead, I met a woman in a chair, half dead, who hit me with her, "Jesus and Elvis have landed hand in hand in a spaceship right behind you," stare, and said, "This is a place of mercy. There are angels here. Can't you feel them?" Now, lying beneath fluorescence, trying too hard to be soft, I am naked, but for a clear sheet and earbuds, playing the Handmaid's Tale, me thinking for whatever reason, Margaret Atwood would be a comforting companion. Nerve conduction. The latest test on the year-long quest to find why my knee won't bend, which ends with me here, throwing myself on the mercy of the medical establishment. Their stun gun sends 5,000 volts into my body. To see what happens when they do that. What happens is recorded by needles stuck deep into nerves along my leg. They don't bother with numbing spray because it'll be quick, just in and out. What happens is that the pain of the initial penetration is like nothing I've known. In the flash preceding an atom bomb blast, buildings become shadows subsumed, and so it is with my mind. The white-hot glare of my nerves so bright it whites out the world. I become a blank canvas on which the doctor can paint the multi-layered colors of pain. It sears, it stings, it stabs, it burns long after the needle is removed. It is not quick, I am naked. 13. 13 is the number of times steel strikes skin. 13. 13 is the number of times electric arc sees my muscles, make me jerk and dance against my will. There are angels here. Each time they say, "One more time." Each time they ask, "Is this okay, Devin?" I nod. I say, "Yes, this is okay." It is not okay. I am biting my pillow to stop from screaming, and screaming anyway. I am naked. We have to do this. In the endless moment between pulses of pain, I discover who I am. I am hate. Hate congealed into resin wrapped in human skin. Black exhaust fumes rise through limbs and lungs, foul and hot, burning fat for fuel. One more time. Yes. One more time and I will spring. I will fight. One more time and I will scratch and bite and buck and claw. One more time and my nails in his sockets will be the last sight he ever sees. And then the needle is in again. And these desperate fantasies melt above the seas of fire I am. This is a place of mercy. Each successive sting peels back a layer of my humanity. There goes my hope for a future free from this disease, for a future free for a future. You're doing so well. There goes whatever was left of my belief in a just and loving God, in justice, in loving. There are angels here. There go the soft summer days I spent ensconced in pages of books, reading about better worlds, and believing one day, when I was grown up, I would help build them. One more time. One by one, fragments of me are forced to the flame until I am only a thing with no name, a creature cringing in its corner, barely flinching with each flick of the lash. I am naked. Is this okay? I sob and say nothing. me. But these were professionals. This is standard procedure, so maybe that's why they couldn't see what they were doing to me? This is standard procedure, and I am non-standard. I have fibromyalgia. When my muscles rub together, my brain sends fire ants to burrow and bite beneath my skin. My nerves stand on edge, and 13 targeted strikes sent them tumbling over. Half an hour later, I have not moved. When I try, the pain flashes like water thrown on oil fire. So I just lie and listen by Atwood. A nurse walks in and seems startled. "Oh, you're still here," she says. "Well, your test results came back negative, which is really no surprise," she says. "This test was really only a formality, a box to check for insurance's sake, you know." Suddenly I realize I am half an hour away from the happiest place on earth, Disney World! God damn! They say an infinity of angels can dance on the head of a single needle. All I needed was one. If this performance moved you, I am doing a fundraiser for Disability Rights Texas. This organization has made a profound impact on my own life, and I posted a link on the event page. Any contribution you make would be so appreciated by me and all of the other people you would help. Thank you so much.